What happens when a sitting judge, someone trusted to interpret the law and protect justice, is suddenly removed from office? It's a question many Nigerians are asking right now, following reports that Justice James Omotosho has been removed from office after disciplinary proceedings by the National Judicial Council. This is not a story about rumors or social media drama, but about accountability, due process, and what this moment could mean for the Nigerian judiciary as a whole. Before we go any further, if you find content like this useful, clear explanations of important national issues, please like this video, share it with others who want to stay informed, subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Your engagement helps more people see and understand stories like this. Now, let's break this down calmly and clearly. Reports indicate that Justice James Omotosho was removed from office following a disciplinary process carried out by the National Judicial Council, often referred to simply as the NJC. For many Nigerians, the NJC can feel like a distant institution, so it's important to understand what it is and why its decisions matter so much. The NJC is the body responsible for overseeing the conduct, discipline, and appointment recommendations of judicial officers in Nigeria. In simple terms, it is meant to act as a gatekeeper for integrity within the judiciary. According to available information, the removal of Justice Omotosho did not happen overnight. Disciplinary proceedings within the judiciary usually begin after petitions or complaints are submitted. These petitions can come from individuals, legal practitioners, or institutions who believe that a judge may have acted in ways that fall short of expected standards. Once such a petition is received, the NJC reviews it to determine whether it has merit. If it does, a more detailed investigation may follow. In this case, reports suggest that the NJC conducted its internal review and disciplinary process, after which it reached the decision to remove Justice Omotosho from office. While full details of the allegations or findings may not yet be publicly available, the key point here is that the NJC acted within its constitutional role. This is important to emphasize because in a country like Nigeria, public trust often depends not just on outcomes, but on whether due process is followed. So how exactly does a judge get removed in Nigeria? The process is structured to prevent arbitrary decisions. Typically, after an investigation, the NJC makes recommendations. For judges of higher courts, these recommendations are usually forwarded to the appropriate authorities, such as the president or a state governor, depending on the level of the court. Removal only follows after these constitutional steps are completed. This layered process exists to protect judicial independence while still allowing for accountability. Why does this particular development matter so much? First, it sends a message within the judiciary. Judges hold enormous power. Their decisions can affect elections, businesses, personal freedoms, and even lives. When a judge is disciplined or removed, it reinforces the idea that no one is above the rules, not even those who interpret them. For many Nigerians who feel frustrated by slow justice or perceived bias, this can be seen as a sign, however small, that accountability mechanisms are functioning. At the same time, it also raises serious questions. Nigerians will naturally want to know what exactly went wrong. Was it misconduct? Was it abuse of office? Was it related to a specific judgment or pattern of behavior? Until more verified details are officially released, it is important to avoid speculation. What we can say is that the NJC's involvement suggests that the issue was considered serious enough to warrant the strongest disciplinary outcome available. There is also the broader issue of public confidence. The judiciary relies heavily on trust. Courts do not have armies or police forces of their own. They rely on the belief that their decisions are legitimate and fair. When a judge is removed, it can shake confidence in the system, but it can also restore confidence depending on how transparent and fair the process appears to the public. Another important angle is the timing and context. Nigeria has, in recent years, seen intense public scrutiny of institutions, from politics to security agencies to the courts. Citizens are paying closer attention, asking harder questions, and demanding higher standards. In that environment, Disciplinary actions like this are not just internal matters. They become national conversations. Let's also talk briefly about what this does not mean. The removal of one judge does not automatically imply that the entire judiciary is corrupt or broken. Large systems are complex. There are many judges across different levels of courts who work quietly and diligently, often under difficult conditions. At the same time, ignoring misconduct, if it occurs, can damage the credibility of everyone else. That is why disciplinary mechanisms exist in the first place. For lawyers and legal practitioners, this development is also significant. It serves as a reminder that professional conduct, ethics, and accountability are taken seriously, at least at the level of formal structures. For young Nigerians studying law or considering judicial careers, it is both a warning and a lesson. The position comes with honor, but also with strict expectations. As more details emerge, it will be important to watch how information is communicated. Transparency matters. When institutions explain their actions clearly, it reduces rumors and misinformation. When they remain silent for too long, speculation fills the gap. Nigerians deserve clear, factual explanations, even if some details must remain confidential for legal reasons. This situation also opens up a larger conversation about judicial reforms. Are current oversight mechanisms strong enough? Are disciplinary processes fast, fair, and transparent? Do citizens understand how complaints against judges are handled? These are not questions about one individual alone, but about the health of the system. Now, before we go further, if you're finding this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like the video, share it with friends or family who care about national issues, subscribe to the channel, and comment with your thoughts. Do you think judicial accountability in Nigeria is improving, or do we still have a long way to go?